Chapter 48 of Puss in Boots Jr. and Tom Thumb. Just one more story.
Tell me just one more story,
pleaded the little boy. It's getting late. We should be on our way, cautioned Tom Thumb. And the black bird remarked that the day would soon be over. But Puss Jr. couldn't resist the pleading voice of the little boy.
One day I met the cow that jumped over the moon in a meadow full of cowslips and daisies, the cat who played on the fiddle, and the little dog who laughed at the sport, and the dish that ran away with the spoon were there too. And up in the sky the big yellow moon, although one doesn't often see the moon in the daytime. Well, as soon as the cat commenced to play "Hey diddle diddle," the cow began to prance. And after a little practice she gave a tremendous jump. Up and up she went into the air. She went clear over the moon.
"Oh my,"
cried the little boy, clasping his hands together.
"Wasn't that funny? Wasn't it wonderful?"
"I thought so,"
said Puss.
"I never really understood just how she did do it."
"If she had wings it would have been quite simple," said the blackbird. "But she didn't, did she?"
"I couldn't see any,"
said Puss.
"I told her that it was a wonderful feat, but she said it wasn't feet at all, so perhaps she had wings that were invisible."
"I've heard of flying fish, but not flying cows," said Tom Thumb gravely.
"I think it was all right,"
said the little boy.
"She was a jumping cow. I guess she was a wonderful jumper. Perhaps the moon wasn't very high up."
"Well, no, it wasn't,"
said Puss Jr., thoughtfully.
"Now that I come to think of it, the moon hung pretty low. For I heard the man in the moon call out as she came close to him, 'Look out, and don't clip off a piece with your hooves.' And if it had been very high up, I never could have heard his voice, I'm sure."
"I wish I had been there,"
said the little boy.
"What wonderful things you have seen, dear Puss."
"Yes, I suppose I have,"
he answered.
"But you get so used to strange sights and strange people that you don't wonder so much after a while. You get worldly, my boy."
And Puss Jr. curled his whiskers gracefully up at the ends. And someday, in another book, Puss Jr. will relate more of his adventures. The end. End of chapter 48. Recording by Dylan M. Davis. End of Puss in Boots Jr. and Tom Thumb by David Cory.